Hello and welcome to the Dominion Daily for May 31st, 2025. We've got a full random kingdom as it is Saturday today. And we've got Butcher as the only trashing. Butcher can turn coppers into better cards, but it can be a little bit that can be a little slow, so I don't know if we're going to be doing too much of that. We've got Scrying Pool draw. There's also Vault. With Scrying Pool, a Vault or two could be good if we have plus actions, which we can get from Crown and Throne Room and Taskmaster. Just because we can potentially... There's a similar thing with City Quarter Vault, or City Quarter Storeroom is like the more powerful version because it comes with plus buy built in, but where you have like a ton of draw because you have a ton of action cards in your deck. So Vault could come into play, but basically the draw here is Scrying Pool. Yeah, I mentioned the plus actions. There is indeed no plus buy here. There are gains from Falconer, from Butcher, from Changeling. We've also got Groundskeeper and Duke as alt PP. Duke, very likely not relevant, but Groundskeeper could be. It is Butcher tends to lead to pretty fast province games, which makes Groundskeeper less likely to be relevant. It also makes Scrying Pool less likely to be relevant. Scrying Pool is a good draw, but it is a little slow. With all that having been said, what do we want to do? So, I'm wondering about opening Silver Star Chart, actually. We don't necessarily need to hit double 5 here if we're looking to pick up a potion for Scrying Pools. I know I just said it, what I just said about Butcher, but I'm looking at this and I'm like, it's going to be hard to do much of anything without Scrying Pool, I think. And the 5s, like after we get one Butcher, I mean, we'd certainly take a Crown, but the other 5s are not cards that we need to pick up quickly. Falconer does have some things to react to, so it could be worth picking up a Falconer at some point, but anyway, but my point being, or where I'm going with this being that if we get Silver Star Chart, we stop deck the silver, we get a Butcher, and then maybe we could go ahead and pick up a potion. Because we'll have 9 coins in the deck. I mean, it might not work out that way, of course, but that's where I'm leaning. So Star Chart should also be pretty good with Scrying Pool. Oh, they could just have a 5-2 and get a Butcher straight out. That's cool. Yeah. Okay, well, of course... I guess we'll go ahead and take the potion. I just hope I bottom deck in a state. Yeah, I guess I said the other 4 coins in the deck, but of course, with 11 cards, we weren't necessarily going to see all of that, but... yeah, that's not great. That's not great. Do we take another silver? Well, now that we have the potion in the deck, I feel like we might need to. This is quite terrible. Quite terrible. Alright, here's a Butcher. And a Scrying Pool. Okay, that is a little bit better. So we have an estate down there. I think we just top deck the Butcher. Okay. Excuse me. This should probably just be a throne room. Oh, discarded their butcher. That's actually pretty nice. So we have a throne room now. We could, and 2 scrying pools. We could pick up a second butcher. I think we do. Estate, copper silver potion. So we do have another estate down there, but on the other hand, I guess I could have just looked at this. Yeah, I think we top deck the butcher. Oh, wait, what? Oh, no, I'm an idiot. Oh, shoot. I'm an idiot. Right, we didn't have another estate down there. We was looking at 2 estates. Yeah, I'm just an idiot. God damn, this... I'm gonna lose this just because I had such a good start. Alright, well... We should have top-decked Scrying Pool. That was a mistake. Alright, well... Jesus. Alright, do we want... I mean, I want a crown or a throne room more than I want... We could go crown groundskeeper, I suppose. No, we can't. No, we could go crown throne room. Yeah, that... Or double throne room, save a copper. Do we really care about the flexibility that crown offers? Probably not. Discards an estate, really? Why? What copper to what are you? Well, I don't know what that's about, but okay. Now we've got throne, scrying pool, top deck that, discard that, top deck that, discard that, that. Okay, throne. We didn't find a potion. Ugh. We need to start thinking about... They have 6 fucking groundskeepers. Like, we need... Man. We only have these 3 scrying pools. I think we're taking at least 1 more of these, but... I guess we could take a changeling that we plan to turn into a scrying pool, but... Wondering if do we even contest groundskeepers, or we just start trying to grab provinces? But they have more butchers than we do. This is... I did not help my case by top decking that butcher the previous shuffle, but overall this has been unreasonable. mean, I guess if we do take some groundskeepers, we can always butcher them into provinces too. So maybe we should do that. Or... So there's also... So we could do copper to throne room, or we could just decline this and keep the copper and buy a 5. Just like gonna run out of throne targets. I'm gonna do it this way. They only have one scrying pool. That's like our one saving grace, I guess. Fuck. Okay, well, I guess we'll take the last one of these, and then another scrying pool. It might at least get more annoying for them to keep these taskmasters in play. I have 4 butchers now. 7-point estate. Oh my god. A duke? Why? Okay. I think we do throne, groundskeeper, throne, groundskeeper, probably is 2 butcher plays enough. We can get 6 groundskeeper plays if we throne this groundskeeper. We probably just go ahead and butcher the potion at this point. Maybe we do... Well, we could do copper... We could get another throne room before we played the groundskeeper, I guess. This groundskeeper, maybe, is the play. Butcher... Silver... Silver to throne room, potion to throne room. I could take a changeling, but I don't think that makes sense. All right, so now we do throne, throne, groundskeeper. This is still awkward because I want to. Like, do I want to just do copper to estate, copper to estate? I guess so. Spend our coffers on a province. I mean, if they draw here, they only have one scrying pool. They kind of shouldn't draw, but if they do draw, we're in trouble. I don't know what else to do. Oh, wait. The changeling is interesting. We could go duchy into changeling. That would give us more pile threat, but it would give us less points threat. I think we stick with the province. Man. Oh. Why are they... What is with the dukes? It's so weird. Be really nice. I discard the scrying pool. I think we gotta throw in the scrying pool. Not throwing this one though. That's our last scrying pool, so we... And I guess we can just throw in the groundskeeper. Okay, that's an estate. So do province to province, estate to throne room. Does estate to throne room actually help? If we were to get 4 estates at 7 points each, like from including the estate points, that's 28 points. That's a win if we can also get the throne rooms, but I don't know how we would do that. If this province was a changeling, it would help, I'll admit. We only have 5 gains. 4 butcher plays with the thrones plus. So we'd have to pile on butchers instead, which is harder. I mean, we could do province to butcher, estate to butcher, play the scrying pool and hope for the best. Or province to butcher, estate to throne room, and throne the scrying pool? Maybe. That guarantees that we draw past this estate. But we'd only have one more scrying pool to loop with. Maybe that would be enough. Like we have 5 gains right now. We'd stay at 5 gains, but have lowered throne rooms and butchers by 1. Then if we could loop one more time and lower them by 1 again, then the 5 gains could be 4 estates and a throne room, assuming we have enough stuff to turn into. I mean, we have 4 estates that we can, or 4 coppers that we can turn into estates, so that's not a problem. So we have this one other estate that we can turn into another throne room, but how do we get another butcher? Well, we can buy the last throne room, so we can get the butcher from the estate. Okay, I think that works. Throne, butcher. Oh wait, are we gonna have enough points after we trash this province though? I don't think we are. We'll be at 20. No, we will. 20 and 28 is 48. So, province to butcher. Well, I guess. Oh, never mind. Changelings don't really matter, I don't think. All right, so now we throne. Scrying pool. Okay. So now we throne butcher again. And do. How are we doing this? Maybe we. State to throne room. I think we don't have this actually. Yeah, I can't actually see how to. I feel like I miscalculated something, but. Shit. If we just take a throne room here and an estate, then we can play the butcher 2 more times to gain 2 more estates, but we can't gain an estate and a throne room. If we butcher scrying pool to butcher, we can't. Fuck. If we, yeah. I don't know if I messed this up or if it just wasn't possible. But I mean, having the extra butcher in the deck should help in theory, but in the meantime, we're in a rough spot. All right, time to take changelings, I guess. So we do, or at least one changeling. We take 2 more estates here. We don't trash the copper. Just buy a duchy and exchange it for another changeling. Do we do that? I mean, it makes it easier for us to pile, but also makes it harder in a way. Probably the pile is close enough that we shouldn't do it. I'd really like to see them dud. Their lack of draw. Okay, okay. Okay. Let's start with just an unthrown scrying pool. Yikes. Okay, I guess we're throning one. Throne a groundskeeper. Throne a groundskeeper. Throne a groundskeeper. Okay. So now we've got 21 points from emptying the estates, and then we need to empty the throne rooms. We can surely do that. We do have another butcher down there. Like to get that. All right. So we throne butcher copper to estate, estate to throne room. Throne. I guess we might as well do throne. No, wait. Just throne butcher. Copper to estate. Duchy to throne room. And throne Butcher. Round to province? Huh. We take duchy here, we can't afford the estate? Is that right? No, it's not. Oh my lord. We should not have won that game. But the fact that they didn't invest in draw did help. They got so far ahead on this stuff with that better opening, but they just didn't, like, I don't know how they end up with one scrying pool. Like, it's super weird. Like, if they ended up with 0, that'd be one thing, but 1? So yeah, they start with 5-2, get the potion, estate to Taskmaster. The Taskmaster I also find a little odd. Like, what is it really letting you do here? I don't know. And then like here, it's just a fancy copper. Estate to Butcher, get a scrying pool, and then they get the, yeah. Wait, resolves a task? Oh, never mind. Okay, I see. Right, gains a Butcher. Turn 6 Groundskeeper. I mean, I guess I didn't have a potion, but that still seems, that does actually seem early for Groundskeeper. And that's, I guess that's the thing, is like, might rather have, like, well, they could have just taken a crown, but they didn't. Since they went on to 5. Yeah, they were just, like, the fact that I missed 5 here, and so I didn't, you know, see a Butcher until turn 7, and by that point they had played a Butcher on turn 4, and then turn 5, and then they did play one on turn 7, as I did. Like, it's brutal. Why didn't they... They got the scrying pool here. The Groundskeeper, by Groundskeeper. Did they see potion? No. Oh, they trashed the potion. Well, that's why. Yeah, so that, okay. Well, that explains it. Yeah, I think if they had gotten more scrying pools, I would have just had no shot. I still would be interested to know whether there was actually a way for me to win on this turn. There probably wasn't. I probably just miscounted, like, how many games I was going to have left after I did the, like, cycly business. Probably just talking nonsense. But yeah, I mean, this was it was brutal, but I am I guess happy with having been able to navigate my way to a win despite that. So that's cool. And that wraps up the month of May with 4 losses. Haven't had one in a little while. So not too bad. Is that 27 out of 31? That should be higher than my overall win rate, which is about 77, 78%. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.